The minutes of the last meeting of the RBI's Monetary Policy Committee show that the members are prepared to look through the first round of food inflation. The external members feel that food inflation is largely transitory. However, one interesting indication is that the RBI is determined to squeeze out liquidity. Latha standing by now with the details. Latha, willing to look through food inflation. What does this mean as far as the RBI's stance is concerned? How will the bond markets read the minutes?
Well, I would say the minutes are overall hawkish because all the RBI MPC members seem determined to squeeze out liquidity from the interbank system, which means the CRR hike that they announced can stay on. That's a big pain for the banks. Now, first, on the inflation itself, the RBI members are a little cautious. They believe that the first round of food inflation will ebb as tomato and vegetable prices fall, but they are a little worried about El Nino impact and global food prices. So they are just, all three of them, the governor, Deputy Governor Patra and MPC member Ranjan, say that they will watch whether there are second round impacts, like, higher food prices leading to demand for higher wages and that feeding into higher prices. That's what they would watch out for. So at the moment, they're not going to act simply because of the vegetable inflation. The external members are actually very confident, both Dr. Verma and Ashima Goyal, saying that they are optimistic that this food price rise is freak and that it will ebb and that the current repo rate need not be raised at all. Mr. Bide is a little neutral. But when it comes to liquidity, that's what the market will watch out for. It's almost very clear that Reserve Bank will go hammer and tongs at squeezing out liquidity. The governor says we will manage liquidity overhang proactively. Deputy Governor Patra says risks to inflation stem from the overhang of liquidity in the banking system. Withdrawal of excess liquidity should engage the attention of the Reserve Bank going forward. Liquidity is a threat to the Reserve Bank and the MPC's resolve to align inflation to 4%. So clearly it looks like there's a very good chance that the higher CRR on excess liquidity that was announced in the August 10th policy may not be taken away on September 8th as promised. Maybe some other ways of squeezing out liquidity will remain. So we should be prepared for higher deposit rates and therefore higher lending rates.
All right, Latha. Well, we'll have to see how the bond markets react, but that's the commentary coming in from the MPC via the MPC minutes. Now, the Defence Acquisition Council